Gonna start with the hunts though, just to get them out of the way and such, and not to mention they're really fun too. Okay. Claws, Magus Brothers, and some kind of dragon. Not sure if I'll be able to do the dragon, but we should be able to do everything else. Keyword should. Hey, Elusive, welcome to the stream. Just making some progress in 16 tonight, where you're playing it yourself, right, Elusive? Looks like we are doing the same thing. Yep. Granted, I was on Street Fighter 6 earlier, but obviously since it was in maintenance mode, I just went to the fighting to training mode to practice and such. How's it going, Elusive? Hope you had a good weekend yourself. You're clearing all the side content? Ah, so you're near the end of the game, I assume then? Like, because I did see a screen where a bunch of side quests were opened up, and I asked my friend if he was near the end of the game, and he says like, "Yeah, I'm pretty much at the end game." Okay, gotcha. Okay, because in case you're wondering, we just did I just did the Bahama fight last night, and holy shit, that fight was crazy to say the least. But that was so good, and I thought the Titan fights was good, really good already. But the Bahama fight was just like, holy shit. I was not expecting it to go that hard. But I loved it. Hey, Numbers, welcome to the stream. I'm at the same point you are. Now that's a surprise. So I guess you weren't that close to beating the game? But anyways, what's up, Numbers? Just doing some hunts at the moment before I continue the main story. You haven't touched this since Thursday? Were you just busy with other things, or just weren't in the mood to play it? Which both are valid. Or Wednesday. Now that's even more surprising. Well, I guess other stuff does pop up in life. Okay, so I have to complete the move on with the main story a bit. Let's do this. Can't motivate yourself to start playing.
Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fact
Now that's a
that
surprise.
crystals in her skies are a roiling cesspit. And Gav, he's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Especially since you did mention you're enjoying the game.
Good news. Well, that depends on your definition of good. All right, fine. What do you suggest we do? Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheme to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask. I suppose not.
Okay. So you have Hippocrates. Not a fan how much side stuff unlocks. And that's valid. I can see where you're coming from there, since there is a lot, to say the least, that pops up.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some
Oh,
inexplicable catastrophe?
and a lot pops up here.
Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate.
Well,
no one could have predicted the
so I did tune into, well, I did mention it earlier. I tuned into a friend's stream when there wasn't any story thing happening around here, but it did show a lot of greens, a lot of side quest icons on in game. And then I asked him if he was near the end of the game. He's like, "Yeah, I'm at the point of no return, basically. If I continue." I saw one of my friends near the end of the game show all of those side quests.
I believe there's one to be found.
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine
I already saw, there was, no idea how many green side quests icons I saw, but it was pretty much glittered at least all over inside the area of the hideout.
Fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like crystals that
Which it has
hold
been tempting to
wells
skip
and
some
fueled
things.
furnaces.
But
Now
it's just too
nothing
much
but
enemy to
pretty
do them,
shards
especially since they're not that
and
that
those that
challenging to
hang
do.
from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days.
You think you'll
is
finish
upon
eating and then
us.
get back to it? Sounds like a
Yet I
plan.
fear
Sounds like a
swift
plan.
end is more than we can hope for.
I'm not sure
While
how
most
much
of
I'll
the
be
world
playing tonight,
thirsts
but
for ether,
I just wanted to play
the
because
remainder
I don't have
dwells
work tomorrow and such, so yeah.
scaling Akashic in droves, and amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the Jardine
Yes.
Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dhalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their
I'm not in a rush to get to Reverie at
Without the
this point.
protection of their nations,
Even when it
it
comes
will
out,
fall to the people to
I'm not
defend
gonna put this
themselves
game
against
down
those
just
who
for
would take
that.
what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
I'll get to Reverie
Defending a
whenever I finish
farmhouse
this
against a
game.
band of chocobo
Either
thieves
that or,
is one thing, but pitchforks
maybe
and
take a
palisades
small
will
break
do
for Street
little to
Fighter, but
stolen
it
arms
wouldn't
or
be that long.
farms.
Maybe
Should
a
the
day
king
or two
win
before
all
starting on
territory,
Reverie.
there would be none to stop him.
I don't see myself being done before this comes out, though.
None but us.
Especially if I do all the side stuff. If it was just main story, maybe. But I don't but I don't see it with everything I do. I don't feel like it personally. I did pop into Mike's stream and he told me I wasn't too far from where he was. At least after some cutscenes finished. And he's pretty much planning to finish the game this week, but I assume he's going to be doing everything. And he even said if he couldn't finish it by Thursday, he would do as many streams as he would stream on Friday and Saturday to finish it.
Yes. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
What
take
doesn't
a
he
court
know?
astrologer to argue the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that I believe is a
whether I
question
stream
Solon
well,
might be better placed to
aside from
answer than I.
streaming, which I probably will
And
stream
on the
tomorrow,
sixth
but
day, did the gods
Thursday's
tear
a
the sun
maybe.
from the firmament, visiting
Since I usually don't
darkness
stream
upon
on
their
that day.
prideful sons and daughters?
I've only been streaming this game a lot just because of how much I've
But
been
I
enjoying
dare
it.
say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of
I also do
Zemeckis
want to do
only
other
too
things
well.
aside from that.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible.
Well,
Wednesday's when I usually
he has
stream.
certainly exhibited powers
Tuesday I
that we
probably
mortals
will
of the
stream just because I do
Sophians
have
desire.
tomorrow off. And after I go to the gym.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales,
Like I
that
said,
Telemachus
anything can
sings,
happen.
there
Sometimes
is
I
almost
might,
nothing in the way of actual
anything can
historical
happen,
accounts.
but I try to
Otherwise,
keep
a
it
journal
consistent at least
lost
with the days I
forever,
intend to
I may
stream.
have been able to tell you more, but alas,
Anything else
if
that
all
happens
remaining
after,
copies have been
they
lost
just
to
happen.
time, you will forgive me, I hope.
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears.
You haven't talked about Witcher Mercury? Probably not, but I did see the finale though. I did see it. Which, man. What a ride that's been. With everything that happened. But all in all, I really enjoyed it. It's not gonna top, well, It's gonna be really hard to top my favorite Gundam for obvious reasons. But for what Witcher Mercury was, that was a good time.
Clive, we have a problem. Only one. That would be a first. It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Kashyyyk at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
I enjoyed that ending. Like I said, it wasn't going to be my favorites. Despite some things that were happening and that they were signing up for. Which, I agree, they could have gone even harder on some things. But regardless, I enjoyed it at the end of the day.
Let them know we're on our way.
Oh hey, 3 main story quests. Probably disguised as side stuff. But we're gonna do the hunts first, though. Look at Ellen plotline was completely discarded. I guess it'd just be like that, I guess. At least we got to see him again. The one that died. Thing is 0. Oh well. It'd just be like that. Okay.
Fucking my shop. If I had my pickaxe, I would.
Damn, things are a mess to say the least. But I'll help them later. Because I got some people to... I got some enemies to beat up.
Come on.
I'll deal with you dogs later. Well, one of my friends did mention this when I was talking to them in Discord. And after playing this game for a while, I agree. I wish we had a mini-map of some sorts to use, or at least toggle.
This might take a while.
Just so I don't have to bring up the map over and over from the main menu. But, minor complaint though, for what it's worth. Oh well. First hunt of the night. First hunt of the night.
You deserve a rest.
Let's see how this goes. Here you are. Yo. The 10 of clubs.
Only those who have nothing. So empty your pockets.
me the damage. Give me the damage. Oh. Okay. Ouch. Oh, the damage doesn't really matter. Okay. There we go. One down, two to go. That wasn't too bad.
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew. Bet we're all ready.
Anyways, where's the other? Where are the other two? Okay, in Rosario. Somewhere in this area. Huh, okay. I'm pretty sure I can fight it. Pretty sure I can. Anyways, I do agree they could have done more with Witch from Mercury. They had a lot going for it, especially for the start of season 2. But then, I guess there went nothing bad per se, but there's nothing too special for what it's set up for. But regardless, I enjoyed it. I did see they actually announced a few other Gundam stuff at AX. A Seed movie and a new Gundam project, which is also more tied to the Universal Century timeline. Which, I mean, just as like you all know, I actually haven't really watched much of the original timeline that started. Wow. Ouch. Okay. Ouch. Huge. Hey, Arresto, welcome to the stream. You're in chapter 3 at the moment. You loving the game so far? Of this game? Because, truth be told, I actually don't know
No more vengeance.
what the chapters are in this game, per se. I'm just doing some side stuff, by the way, so you don't have to worry about spoilers. Just to let you know. Welcome to the stream, Resta, and glad to hear you're enjoying the game. Hope you had a good weekend as well. Damn, this area, these towns got destroyed, to say the least. That same, though. I am loving Final Fantasy 16 as well. Like, I didn't really have much expectations going into this game. Most of that was just because I avoided seeing as much of the game as I can. Outside of some trailers. But for the most part, I was just trying to make sure I didn't spoil myself on anything accidentally. But even then, according to the dev, he didn't really include much in the trailers when he showed the game. That's what I've been hearing. But either way, this game's been a blast, to say the least. And I really cannot wait to see where this game goes from here. Personally. Was this where? Where's this? Right now we're just doing, but like I mentioned earlier, we're just doing some hunts at the moment, so. Excuse me. No story stuff, so you don't have to worry about spoilers. On your end. But if you do want to save these fights for yourselves, though, I wouldn't blame you, because these have been a treat to behold, to say the least. Is it here? Is this your first? This isn't your first Final Fantasy game, by the way, right, Resta? I assume you've played others as well prior. Glorious Gate. Right now I'm just trying to find them. Okay, you played a few. Gotcha. I assume aside seven is definitely one of them, I assume. Which granted, I don't think I've really met that many that haven't played Final Fantasy VII yet. What other Final Fantasy games have you played? Aside from just 7, assuming you played more than just 7.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Which I've pretty much played a good majority of them. I haven't played Final Fantasy 1 and 2 though. And I honestly don't really have any interest in playing them at this point. I started on 3 but never finished it. But I finished 4 through 10, 12, 13, 15, 13-2, 4 after years. Type 0, and Crisis Core, so I played through a fair amount. This is the first one you're playing so close to a release. You usually wait a year? Honestly can't blame it because they made this game look really good when they were marketing it. And so far, at least for me, it's living up to it. Personally. It's just crazy that they didn't even delay this game at all. Like, they pretty much gave us a release date and released it on that day. Which, props to the people at Insomniac. Oh, what's this? Oh, I didn't know you could find items throughout the world. 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 13, 15. And this one. Oh, nice. That's a fair amount yourself. I played through a few spin-offs as well. Oh yeah, and then 7 Remake I have played through too. But this game has been something to behold. You didn't finish 13 or 15? I can't really blame you there, because 13 isn't exactly everyone's cup of tea. I actually enjoyed it personally, but I know it's not for everyone. Same with 15 as well. Which granted, that game pretty much never really finished, unfortunately. But I had a good time with it. Anyways, hey Dragon. Good to see you.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Whoa. Holy shit. Holy shit. It is gonna be a long fight, by the way. I dodged too early. But this is epic, to say the least.
I failed.
Okay, but he does a lot of damage, though. Isn't this the same type Dragon Flying Crystal? There's a variety of dragons throughout the game that are really strong, to say the least. There's a variety, though. But maybe this is too much for me to handle. Even though I'm fairly confident I can take it on. That might be a little much for me to handle at this point. But we're gonna try again a few times before we continue the main story. I do like these kinds of fights that get me to fight. Get me in the mood to fight. Especially when they're optional and you don't have to do them yet. But it's probably a similar breed though. So this one hits hard, to say the least.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
What gave you that idea? Jeez. Okay. Okay. To somehow avoid it. Oh shoot, this again. Okay. Fuse. Okay. Oh, shit. Damn. He's not holding back. Oh shoot. I barely avoided that. Come on. Here we go again. Okay. Ouch. Thankfully not lethal though. Cause if I was dying one head, this would be so much harder. Ouch. Ouch.
That's better.
Okay, I need to be careful again. Halfway dead though. Halfway. Okay. Okay. Ouch. Here we go. I'll use my limits, or my alternate form, whatever it is. Once he's in killing range. Okay. 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 God damn it. I was doing so well. We'll try again, though. One more time. And if I don't get it, then we'll move on, but I could definitely do it. I already did. I already did numbers. I just can't load from it after I die, for some reason. Man, we're doing so well, though. Oh well. Here we go again.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Okay. Go on. Okay. Okay. I didn't push in time. Almost a DK. Oh, I did not dodge that. Okay, that was on me. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Okay, progress at least. Oh no.
Forgive me.
Damn it. Okay, fine, we're trying it again. The mistakes I made were definitely on me, though. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it one more. Hey, yo, Mike, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm currently doing this hunt, even though I probably shouldn't be. I just enjoy doing this kind of stuff to myself. Haven't fought this guy yet. He really just has a lot of health, honestly. Once you get used to his patterns and such. It's very reminiscent to the same the same bot, same dragon we fought in that dungeon, like before the time skip and before we gained it. You'd only done one S so far? Was it that one with that other warrior by any chance? I can't remember if that was the S1 or not, but he was the toughest one for me prior to this. Welcome to the stream though, Mike. Aside from having to work today, hope your Monday's been good otherwise. I'll get to chat in a bit, though. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I can't talk. I wasn't that animation, unfortunately. Okay. Might be this game before you? Really? That is a surprise here. But we'll see. We shall see. Because I heard there's a lot of side stuff to do once you get near the end. And I plan to do as much of it as I can too. Probably all of it, honestly. Ah, I missed that one. Camera. Oh. Get out here. Oh wait, I had that one. There we go. Oh, you found it on accident. Okay, I see what you mean. It does happen sometimes, but most of the quests I found, I usually had to go to the board for first. Aside from the one, like, after, like, the time skip, I think. But everything else, I pretty much had to go to... I haven't found anything else on accident otherwise, since... Which is probably for the better. Jeez. Good thing we can dodge in the air too. Phew. Almost 50k. Oh, okay, I didn't dodge. Okay, dodge that then. If I was in an animation, I couldn't do anything about that. Okay, phew. So close to another stun or stagger. Hey, we got it. The 50k damage. Okay. Last dance. Oh boy. Holy shit. That's so much. Oh, while dealing with this? I dodged too early. Damn, he was not kidding when he said this was his, the last, when they said the last dance. Come on, come on, come on. Phew. Okay, phew. I'll catch up with chat as soon as I get through this, hopefully. Assuming I don't die and such. Oh shoot. Come on, come on. Come on. Phew. Phew. 4 tries, but holy shit, 25k experience. And we only went up by 1. But GG. Anyways, you're not in the area he's in yet. You might beat this game before you. Titan Power is your favorite. You love perfect blocking the big punch. Dude, it feels really good. And not to mention, also the safer thing compared to parrying, which I would love to parry if I can, but me trying to time an attack against this guy, that's like asking for death for me. As much as I'd love to do that, it would be a death sentence if I were to try to do that. As cool as it is, I just like, and on smaller enemies, it could be worthwhile just because obviously easier, but against all these bigger enemies, yeah, I'm good. Which is why I pretty much resort.
Excellent choice.
And not to mention,
Keen eye.
I do use the Berserker. I do use the Berserker ring, which, so I'm pretty much more encouraged more for precision dodges anyways in comparison. But if I were to try parry something, I'd rather use it with the Titan Power, because that's my favorite. Because it just feels good to do it with that. Anyways, You've done it all so hard besides the S hunts. You hit a lot of side quests today? Sounds about right with how much is in that game. Bahamut being stuff, and I've been getting like 65, 70k on Sagar. I've been tempted to do that, which, You don't use Berserker because you felt like you made it easier? That's fair. Well, if it helps, I do lose the ability to do the charge projectile. If I equip it. But I do like how cool it looks to dodge like that as well. Yeah, it looks cool. And then also losing the, well, and then that, well, there is that downside of losing the charge ability, or losing the perfect charge when you're trying to shoot from a range instead. But it's considering the effect you get for landing a perfect dodge or red with it on, I think it's fair. Bahamut. I've been thinking about switching this for Bahamut, but I'm also really used to this damage as well. Or at least, Actually, now that I think about it, I've pretty much been using this just for damage. Now that I think about it, I this one, and this one, I assume. Oh, you mastered it. Okay, gotcha. Oh, does that mean you pretty much have to master like you pretty much do all you have to master all of these abilities just to do it? Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, like how I did with this, basically. Because I can see these doing more damage. Not sure if they're ones I'd want to use since I like Odin's well, I like Ramuh's a bit like Sid's ability of Ramuh's. Anything I master can go to anything. Okay, I see. Oh yeah, this way I can see the amount of damage from this would be crazy. And you said it took you 10k to max this out. Which, man, I would love to have it, but it would be super expensive to have. Well, granted, I guess I wouldn't mind sacrificing some of these abilities too along the way. From his abilities, F and shot lock from Kingdom Hearts. That is also true. Truth be told, maybe I don't really need this, honestly, since I rarely use it. Oh yeah. Actually I might as well take this out since I don't even taunt at all. Even though it's just 40 points. And you hate chocolate in Kingdom Hearts? I can see what you mean. I can see what you mean by that. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter with these. This is the one I'm definitely using. Same with that. Obviously, well, most of these are pretty much given to us. Well. Well, at least I have 4k. Now where am I going to get the 6k for this? Because I use both of these abilities for the Titan. Oh, this is a thing. Hey, yo, Cam. Welcome to the stream. You just finished the game and you cannot? Yeah. No. Well, congrats on beating the game, Cam. And two, hope you enjoyed it for what it was. Because like I told you, I am definitely enjoying this game to say the least. First game that made you cry? Damn. Now that's something to keep in mind when I get through this. No idea what that entails though, but we shall see. We shall see. These abilities are pretty tempting to learn too. I do like this ability though, for what it's worth. Being my AoE thing and such. Good ending. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see once me and Mike get there. As well as everyone else I know that's currently playing through the game. You love the Titan punches, so satisfying to land? Definitely. Like, the moment I got this, I realized, why am I keeping out Odin's power? So I ended up getting rid of it. But, Okay, Ramuh's power. I'm so used to lightning being well. For some reason, I'm just so used to associating lightning with Odin at this point. But Ramuh, I think it looks cool, but it's definitely not my style to play with. Oh wait, but well, I wouldn't be using this constantly, so maybe I should switch to this. Let's try it. Fading Philistines are definitely. Oh, true. That is true, since you do have a built-in block ability already. Oh well. Maybe during another playthrough, if anything.
Milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashyyyk, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
A Kashyyyk, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no.
Same range for this as if you want to switch out Titan, possibly.
Then we'll look for her
True.
there.
I can see that. I can see that. But good thing I like the Titan's ability, so I probably won't switch him off anytime soon. At least I don't see myself unless Odin's or the next summons power, which I already know what it is because, or well, I guess we all know what it is. I haven't seen it in action, but depending on how Odin's look, but we'll see. We will see.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you
I'm
have
not switching
to do?
after testing the next Icon's power, to be honest.
Those at the Vale look to me for protection.
Hmm.
Protect them I shall.
I'll
because
see
they are
though.
my
I'll
champions,
see.
and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
Tell him.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Shaking my head, you two.
Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Maybe the Phoenix, to be honest, now that I think more. I assume I get that soon enough.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly.
Which,
And sought to take matters into
I guess
your
we'll
own
see.
hands.
We shall
It was
see.
a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my need.
Garuda and Titan are your most used? Same here. Same
What you need
here.
to consider is where the creatures came from.
Sometimes I'll switch to the
way
fire just to
survivors
have
spoke of
that
them,
fast
one would think they appeared
fast
out of
movement to
thin
get
air.
in. But otherwise, I'm pretty much
And
either on
perhaps they did.
Garuda or Titan.
It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
But man, Garuda's definitely busted, especially with how early on you get her. Being able to stagger that easily, and then deal the damage after. And rinse and repeat. And it's definitely more of my style as well, in comparison to everything else. And I love it.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing.
I think even being able to take advantage of them when they're halfway down.
I ran for my life.
Halfway through the stagger bar, so you can get a little
Never
more
did get
off
to the
it.
finish.
Leave that to us.
And with the air combos too, for sure.
My family. They're still in the capital.
It just looks so cool as well.
It took off the captain's.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Okay. Which, man, I will say, so the 10th Trails game actually comes out this week, Friday, but chances, well, obviously I'm not benching this game for Trails. No way in hell am I doing that. Not where I'm currently at the moment. As excited as I am for the 10th Trails game.
Fly, Ambrosia.
And even when I finish this, I won't lie, the first few streams of Trails into Reverie, I'm probably just gonna be thinking, man, I wish this played like FF16. Which don't get me wrong, I still, I enjoy turn-based games still. But it's just, this game's just been something to say the least. In a good way. Slay the enemy.
I see them. With me.
All yours, Torgal.
New enemies approaching.
Save your strength.
Torgal, kill. And another. There's more.
There you go, more. Ouch. There we go. There we go. You definitely feel good whenever you land these combos, or deal as much damage as you can. And switching between your other icons.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more.
It just feels so
But
good
I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
in a game like this.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Good.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Anytime. Anytime. Okay, one down, two to go. But anyways, hope everyone had a good weekend. So as we're doing these. So my weekend was pretty much spent playing Street Fighter 6 for the most part. Trying to get to Masters, which I'm fairly close to doing at the moment. The only thing that sucked was over the weekend. As I was close to halfway to Diamond 4, I almost demoted back to Diamond 2. Which, that was pretty much a sign for me to take a break. And afterwards, I was able to climb back to halfway again. And I was like, okay, I'm good for now. Tonight, I would have been on Street Fighter 6, but for a bit, if anything. But there's maintenance at the moment.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
Unless that's ended already.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed.
I really do want to play more Street Fighter 6.
Late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Down the rabbit hole. Here we go.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
I didn't really get to talk much about the stuff that got announced during AX, so... I'll admit, I was not expecting a Jujutsu Kaisen arena fighter to be announced during the weekend, but it happened.
You wouldn't talk like that if
It
it
ended
weren't
up
your
happening.
men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson
Would have
to
been
the
cooler if
rest.
it was a 2D fighter IMO, but...
When those mercenaries are slaughtering
Oh well, I guess... Well, it definitely would have been nice considering.
We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
Conflict between the two, I see.
Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you.
So Jujutsu Kaisen 2v2 arena fighter? I know Bandai Namco announced a few other things. And showed... and they showed more of the Boruto and Naruto Ninja Storm thing. Which apparently it's including a storyline about a 5th Ninja War, which... I wonder how that'll turn out. Not that I can really comment.
Cid and Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. Let us see.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Cid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor,
how will it work?
See if you can't convince him of his folly.
Hopefully it does.
I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along.
Okay.
What he means to say is yes.
So I guess something else I could talk about. I've been seeing a lot, well, I've been seeing a fair amount of people saying they dislike Jill or something in this, or something with her in this game. Which, like, I know I'm not finished with the game yet, but I don't really see why people dislike her.
The Lady of the Spear herself, Conrad.
Quite frankly, I think she's pretty cool. Not like the most amazing female protag ever, but she's cool to have, though.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you,
Open gameplay and how she is as a character.
about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings.
Well, I digress, though.
7 high houses. There must be 2 score swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Okay.
Then let us band together and show these brutes that Dalimil is not to be trifled with.
Another good in the town.
My shop.
Natalie.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
Oh, in here. Okay.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something, and we may yet be allowed to keep it. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The
Mhm.
nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you
needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seems
Okay.
quite taken with you.
Moving on. Anyways, so tonight,
Mummy.
aside from these main story quests, which are well, they definitely feel like side quests in disguise considering how much you have to do at once. I can definitely see a bunch of side quests open up after this.
Have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes I
Sounds
concede
good.
are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot
True.
of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Nah, we're gonna beat them up. That's how we operate.
The women folks.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Okay, where's the maid? Where's the... Oh, here you are. Here we go. Ouch. we go. Enemies slain. Nothing to it. Nothing to it.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
They better.
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
Might as well check on them. They're probably fine though.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Hey, they're getting along now.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Cid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Cid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Of course. But nice. Now we have one more place to visit for the main story. Before we can continue on with the story. Thankfully, this is an easy one, too.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Now, Martha, what do you have? What do you need me to do to help out?
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Flames of War.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
Okay, I was just looking at something else real quick. Anyways, so what will you have me do? The Fallen Gates. What happened here? But yeah, anyways, I don't know if I'll finish this before you, Mike.
No time to ride.
Honestly, I don't really see myself doing so personally. Which I do have a game to play coming out this week. That I would like to get to in a timely manner, but I'm not in. It's not the end of the world if I don't finish this before Friday. Because like I mentioned, I'm not going to bench this game for it. I will definitely see this game all the way to the end.
Clive, wounded.
Oh, and more of these.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Oh, here we go. New enemies, of course. There we go.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
Yeah.
Come to rob this place.
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
So Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Okay. Well, here we go.
Mad dogs.
Yo. Damn. So many injured. And there's Wade.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
So Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Oh, it's hurt.
We need to get the
Damn.
injured to safety. Do you think
Well,
can
we
hold
should be
them
able
off?
to take care of them.
We can certainly try.
You mean we will?
Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Okay. Oh, I dodged too early. Oops, I didn't charge it all the way. Okay. Here we go. Oops. There we go. There we go. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. You're welcome, Wade. You are
Is
welcome.
anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
I get to
Never
just
been
be
one to
like
shy
that
away from danger,
sometimes.
Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Okay. Oh, you have more to do. Well, I think it'll be a little faster compared to running up the lift. Just a bit.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Oh well, time for some more fighting. Time for some more.
Just patch me up.
Ready, go? Yeah!
Oh, goblins now. And flying stuff.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Choke of us. Ouch. Ouch. Man, that is satisfying. Damn. That was quick.
Something's coming.
Oh, never mind. That explains why.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first.
Just in time.
Shall we? To me, Flames!
Ouch. There we go. Easy.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
So, we did it. For now. Not sure what else we can do about this,
What
but
did you find out
we
there?
did something.
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise.
True.
It's not a matter of if the Horde
True.
will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
A quest completed.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet.
Well, who?
Oscar, over here.
Oh, this guy? What's up?
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rosfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Hey.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, Might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
Dang.
I'm sorry
Unfortunately, we
to disappoint you,
can't.
Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have
Really?
accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I
Yeah.
mean to say that, they're...
Way to screw yourself
All
over.
right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
Squire.
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Mm-hmm.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
For sure. Hopefully no hunts appeared while I was busy doing this. But we did get more renown, so that means more of that for me.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Are we even safe here?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours.
Wow, 15k, 1.5k ability points. That is
There you are.
nice.
All done?
Hmm. So I have 69k. So wait. Yeah, I can leave things as is for now. I'm not in the biggest rush to get that new ability from Bahamut. Damn, we're level 40. Anyway, so it's been 2 hours at this point, and don't worry, I'm not calling it a stream yet or anything. In fact, I'm going to be going for a little bit longer. However, I do need to take breaks, despite considering how late it is, so we're going to take a break right now. Anyways, at this point, if you're not a sub, don't worry, you're not missing anything. You're just missing a BRB screen while I play ads for 3-ish minutes. But if you are a sub, you're going to be seeing the BRB screen while listening to some chill music. But regardless, I'm going to take like a 3 to 5 minute break, so BRB everyone. Okay, I am back. Ads should be over now, so we can just continue with the game. Hopefully. Anyways, I don't know how much longer I'm going to go for, I'll admit that. But I definitely want to make as much progress as I can with this game while I'm at it. So gotta speak to Otto, and then we'll see where it goes from here.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Time to protag.
Any word on the rest of the realm?
Plot armor, specifically.
Storm's still crying out for Mother Crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So... Right. Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself.
That is true.
To visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester,
Hey, Joshua.
but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if
I
that
see.
means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
I see.
Mind.
I see.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
That doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
But yeah, you really shouldn't have.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Oh boy. Well, here we go.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyr told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Of
But I'm not
course.
such a talented healer. I would surely have been inclined to agree. But thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
Okay.
We travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Cool. Hey, the three are together. And of course, side quest pops up. And hunts. Of course. Oh, it doesn't seem like I do any hunts at the moment, though. I'll do that as soon as I'm able to, and I guess I'll look around and see what these side quests entails. Which, man, 4 side quests. Even though I'd rather continue the main story right now. But I think I'll stay up a little bit late tonight. Not too late, but hopefully I can do a fairly decent stream tomorrow at least.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid.
This'll turn out.
I think it
I
just
wonder
might.
how this'll
Thank
turn
you.
out.
I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Okay. Speak with the other children. who are all the way over there. But hopefully if I can't go anywhere, that means all these side quests can be done in this area. Hopefully. Which means I don't have to do anything too tedious.
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
Chill out, jeez.
I say we should.
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol
Engineer.
said, the best way I see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Not all the time.
Well, then your work is already half done.
Unless you can put it back together.
About that.
Otherwise.
The part was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Now you understand.
The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Well, might as well look at them.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult.
Arms?
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
Nice. And the last thing.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably
We got other things instead.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do.
You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Let's see how this goes.
Obviously, you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah, all finished.
There you go.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Out that. Oh, time to talk with them. At least these side quests are easy then, if they're just gonna be around here. So I would like to get to the hunt ASAP, just to take care of it. But I'll get these side quests out of the way first, though.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Don't worry about it.
No need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow.
That is true, considering her perspective there.
She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life.
Respectable.
So should I.
Respectable.
What's the odd engineering lesson?
You've given them far more than that, and I'm sure they're very grateful.
Nice. Now, three more side quests remains. 3 more. So what do you want? I'll probably do these 3 side quests and take a break after.
Bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
Most likely. Just so we can rest a bit before continuing the story. For either that, or I might end the stream after doing this.
Perhaps your sword.
After these side quests and continue the story for a bit.
Right? Well, despite the look of the thing and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one
We'll
of these
see, though.
supposed masterpieces myself.
But like I said, I'll be back to this game tomorrow
Peek at the book and
regardless.
gave it a go, but well,
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Yvonne had the same problem.
yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favorites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Sure.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Yvonne said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Okay. So, Harpocrates, can you help out with this? Please don't be long either.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Yvonne.
Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
So the fabled Sanbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful.
Mm-hmm.
Descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sanbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive.
Oh, so I do have to go to other
Do
places.
save me a bite once the dish is complete.
But unfortunately, this game is just telling me no, I can't go to any of these places yet. Even though I want to. Well, I guess I could read my letters and check with the other guy before continuing off.
Did you see the pair that got pulled into time?
Otherwise, I guess I could start with these side quests next time I stream. Let me just at least collect them before I get... Okay, yeah, I can't really do it yet, unfortunately. Oh yeah, but I won't be prioritizing the side quests, unfortunately, because of it. But I'll at least accept these two. Because why not?
What am I gonna do? But no.
Yeah, actually on second thought, I think it's best if I don't.
Never mind.
Trouble with your gear, or you do what you need to do, Clive?
Okay, so I guess with that, we'll just continue the main story. And might as well travel to the next area we have to go to. The Echoes. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, though. Central Dalmatia. Oh, no words. Cloak and dagger.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Kandrel was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see there's a side quest here. Well, if I can get to it along the way, I wouldn't mind accepting it. Okay, I thought I could do without a chocobo, but I'm gonna need one.
We can use them.
Okay, literally on the way.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Yeah, I don't care about these guys. You guys don't scare me, I'm 7 levels above you all.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Damn. Oh, we didn't get to finish that conversation, unfortunately. Well, what's going on with you? And you're bleeding.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance.
We can't let those monsters reach the...
Well, rip you.
I'll go. You catch your breath. Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach. Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Oh boy.
Rest well, soldier.
Rip him. Well, as I prioritize this.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Well, let's take care of this. Oh, apparently Chief Fire 6 maintenance is finally over.
They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just...
Actually. Oh, okay. I guess after this, I'll actually go back and do the side quests.
Right. I got here in time.
Okay. There we go. Enemy slain.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
I'm coming. Yo.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
Okay, quest complete. Okay. Well, that was easy enough.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
That scar.
I have no idea who you are.
You're Sid.
Shit.
I was there in Kosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
What of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord
There's
Kupka
more to life
shall be
than just
avenged.
this, man.
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must.
Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived.
Well, I guess we're killing him.
Cook told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Cid. Someday.
See ya. He sure was ungrateful, though. He sure was ungrateful. Anyways, now that the game has opened up, I actually would rather do the side quests at the moment. Yeah, I'd rather do the side quests now. And then I'll probably save the main story stuff for tomorrow again. On the other side of the city, though.
But there were ghosts at the gates, not Daisy.
You needn't fret. The creatures are...
Right over there.
The meadows, then. Faster.
Here we go. Here we go. Just some fetch quests. That should be simple enough.
Ogre said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. Thanks, Gal. This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with.
There we go. Enemy slain. And just what I needed.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
With a heavy scent. Which I can't do, but I can see yellow.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do these side quests for the rest of the stream. As much as I want to continue the main story. But we could do that tomorrow morning. Or sometime maybe early afternoon. Since if I get to the gym on time and actually work out beforehand, I'm definitely down to, but we'll see.
Did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
I gotta give it to you manually.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
Okay.
And here we have it. Fried Mortress of Skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the Saint's Bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavor and sensation, a graceful
see.
feast emerging from centuries of slumber. I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Cid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Well, got a bit out of it at least. So 2 more side quests, and then we'll call the stream. But I think this will be easier. We'll see about the other one though.
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dalimil way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Might as well.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm. Yo.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait.
What exactly are you getting at?
Dang.
Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto?
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocence, do you? Look.
Well, you wouldn't do this.
I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Hopefully that's it. Wait, was that it? Damn, I should have done this first then.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right.
We'll deal with it another time.
That's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
God damn it.
I suppose it is.
Oh, so much for being done, I guess. Well, as long as it doesn't involve any fighting. Which it probably will, but it'll also be pretty easy too.
The bandits may be known, but look what they've left us.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentleman of the town guard.
Yo, Goots.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, But if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers.
Okay.
Feeling bold, traveler?
Well,
I hope so.
might as well get this
For
over
your
with.
sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this store he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
I should be saying that about you.
You too, Goots.
Mm-hmm. I wonder who could be saying this kind of stuff, though.
Gentlemen of the town guard.
I do wonder.
What a mess.
You fought very bravely. The safety of the town is in our hands.
Who could be
Time to
selling?
brave the Viper's Nest.
Who could it be? Who could it be?
Just you, is it?
Of course it
Thought I might have
is.
laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale.
Of
So,
course.
what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one.
How about none of
Boys,
the above?
He's all yours. But that sword is mine.
You think these guys are enough to take me on?
Now, and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Okay, where's the healer? Ouch. Come on, I can't even dodge.
Farewell.
There we go. Here we go. So, trader, what did you have to say for yourself?
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen.
I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
Dude, you're the one running.
Right now.
But I do need to find dudes. I do need to find them.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue.
We have to do it this way.
Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
Oh, hey Karen.
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now
About
you'll
that.
finally pay for what you did to me!
Well, what did she do to you?
Goose, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, that. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
What did you do to him?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
Oh damn, you took his eye. One of them.
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No,
He did
Nan.
not.
Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the wet legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Okay. Well, back to the hideout we go. I need to buy some stuff for her anyways.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul a gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You made me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
And let me restock on some stuff, because I do need to do that.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
Oh?
Right.
Them rumours Wet Legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price.
I think
Some
everyone
women
had
lust
that
after
phase.
blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the Twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the Hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say, I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than Gil.
Aw, how sweet.
So don't you go messing it all up, or you'll have me to answer to.
That was pretty nice, though. Really nice.
Still alive, are ya? That great lump. No. Go on, then.
Yeah. Everything's weaker to me at the moment, so I'm not gonna get much use out of them.
You're rubbing me
Unfortunately.
blind, you know. Is that all?
Okay, and then we'll do one more side quest before we actually wrap up the stream. I should probably save, just in case. Oh yeah, and I also have the hunt to do, but I can honestly do that tomorrow to open up the stream. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow to open up.
Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
Actually, I could do it tonight, honestly, if it's just a monster quest. So it shouldn't be too hard, honestly. It really says I literally just took down an S rank one. So I guess I could do that first. Anyways, so Street Fighter 6 had maintenance today, and now it's over. However, I see we have word of the Rashid Battle Pass happening, which I won't be touching personally, but I do know a few people that are interested in it. I am aware of that, especially for some people looking forward to frickin' Rashid.
Is that you? It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, Chief Steward of your Lord Uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your Lord Uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your Lord Uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already.
Oh boy.
They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalimil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Anyway, I guess just to check where one. Okay, I was gonna see where one of my friends was in the game, but it's very clear he was way ahead of me. Okay, at least the contacts seem to be here, though. Simple enough. But anyways, like I said, I'm probably not going to finish this game before Trails into Reverie. But that's okay, honestly, since I'm not in the biggest rush to get to Reverie. Because this game has been a great time, to say the least. Anyways, I'll probably end the stream doing that last monster hunt for the night. And then we'll just try to go continue from the main story from there tomorrow.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
Well, what do you know?
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then?
Nah.
If you kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Man, these guys really do know how to hold themselves well. I don't even have to worry about them. Just to go overkill on him. Here we go.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican Army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
It's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Go right ahead.
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Let's go find the guy here. And then we'll be done with the side quests.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Not too far, from what I'm seeing. You okay?
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
Oh, I'll get them back. Don't worry.
I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
Okay, yeah. We'll take care of them real quick.
It didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Wow. Still here, huh? Of course. They're picking on another one.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Ouch. Easy. You good?
For the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
Yo.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Okay.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Well, yay, side quest completes. And now we didn't do that hunt, that monster hunts. Which I'm just gonna look that up. Should not take long. Should not take long. I was literally on the way. It's literally on the way, so I guess I might as well go there. Yeah, I have to go to Tabar anyway, so we'll do that next time. Yeah, we'll do it next time. Let me just at least move up a bit. Today's stream, it was fairly productive, I'd say. Got off there, made a little bit of progress in the main story, while doing some cool fights as well. So, it's been fun. And like I said, I will be back tomorrow with more of Final Fantasy 16 because this game is just too much fun. No, wasn't expecting to be level 40 though, but I guess that's just what happens when you take on enemies stronger than you, which is a good thing. And don't get the wrong idea, you don't have to grind you don't have to get to the level I am to make it through the game. Most of it is really just dependent on your skill or how well you can play this game to get the most mileage out of stuff and such, which is a plus, IMO.
Time to fight.
I guess this point is a good place to stop at. But tonight's stream was pretty fun though. And we're going to be seeing more of this tomorrow for sure. Anyways, I'll be back sometime, hopefully in the afternoon tomorrow. Hopefully. No idea, honestly, because it's up in the air. But I definitely will be back with more of this game. Because, like I said, this game's just been too much fun, and I'm at a point where I don't want to stop. But regardless, for everyone that stopped by, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Till then, take care everyone, and have a good night.